Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Several streets around Waratah West remain closed due to a police operation. Police were called to a concern for welfare report in Angus Avenue at about 11:30 last night. Angus Avenue is still closed this morning, along with Catherine Drive and Norman Street. Police say more information will be provided when it's operationally appropriate. Federal opposition leader Susan Lee will travel to Tomago this morning amid speculation about the closure of the aluminium smelter. She'll visit Cougar Mining before holding a media conference near the smelter site. The state's Minister for Corrections says he doesn't expect any further strike action from prison officers over a dispute involving guards at Cessnock Jail. Thousands of prison officers are being forced to return to work this morning after the state's industrial umpire stepped in after guards walked off the job yesterday. The snap strike followed a community corrections sentence handed down to an inmate who bashed 4 prison guards at Cessnock Jail. Corrections Minister Anulak Chandathon has told the ABC any further action would put other officers at risk.
I can understand why a correction officers are upset. However, also I would make the point that by taking, in one sense, the illegal industrial action also puts at risk other officers who have to remain on the job.
It's believed police were attempting to stop a motorbike just before it crashed at Woodbury last night. A 37-year-old man and a pillion passenger were riding on Kingstown Road just before 8 p.m. when the motorbike left the road and hit a power pole. The man was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening head injuries. His passenger ran from the scene. A woman's been treated for smoke inhalation following an early morning house fire at Phoenix Park near Maitland. Fire crews were called to a single-level home on McFadden's Road just before 4 a.m. to a fire in a bedroom. Newcastle Fire Command says a mattress caught fire. They managed to contain the blaze to the bedroom. Parts of the house sustained smoke and water damage. A woman in her 30s was treated by paramedics for minor smoke inhalation. Hunter MP Dan Repicoli is bidding farewell to his iconic beard today in the name of Movember. His goal is to raise $100,000 for men's health initiatives. Dan Repicoli says he's proud to back the cause.
I think for me to take one little sacrifice, losing all my facial hair, versus what these guys do every single day of the week is a small little sacrifice for me to give them a whole lot of funding that will go a long way to making sure that we're doing the best we can for people all around this country in the need of where they fit in.
The Kurri Kurri Gymnastics Club is turning 40 and opening new facilities to mark the occasion. 5 of the club's gymnasts are also heading to New Zealand to represent Australia at the Recreational Gymnastics Australia Future League. Spokesperson Will Doran says it's exciting for the club.
Yeah, this is the first opportunity we've ever had. We've got 5 gymnasts who are actually competing over in New Zealand between 8 and 12 years old, where they're going to compete in the Recreational Gymnastics Australia Future League competition.
2NURFM Sport.
The penultimate round of the Tom Locker One Day Cup begins tomorrow with leaders Stockton on the road to Wests. Second placed Uni will host defending champions Wallsend, while Newcastle City head out to Toronto. Charlestown play Cardiff Bullaroo, Waratah Mayfield take on Merriweather, and Belmont host Hamwicks. The Jets will be out to continue their strong start to the A-League men's season tomorrow when they host Sydney FC. With hype around the club the highest it's been since the 2017-18 season, fans are hopeful they can add another trophy to their Australia Cup victory earlier this month. However, new signing Joe Shaughnessy says it's still too early to be thinking of silverware.
It's what everyone wants to do, right? You know, we're all here to try and achieve success, and I think the potential is there. You know, it's just going to have to be consistently turning out performances every week.
And American striker Hayley Johnson has signed with the Jets for the A-League women's season. She won't be available for Sunday's season opener against Canberra. That's sport. I'm Will McGrath.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 1, 13, 18, 19, 21, 30 and 32, and the Powerball is 17. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.